When it comes to the trends and details for this spring, it's all about the ladylike charm, classic elegance, and girly details. So it's no surprise that bows are all the rage for their simplicity, versatility, and wide range of materials. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can make 3 different styles of velvet bows to complement your spring wardrobe and add in a touch of femininity. Let's get started. So for this project, you're going to need 2 different sizes of velvet ribbon. You're going to get a smaller width, which is going to be about 1 inch in width, and then a wider width, which is probably going to be about 1.5 inches to 2 inches. And I just picked mine up at Hobby Lobby in the ribbon section. So the first bow we're going to make is a medium sized bow, and we are going to use the wider width of ribbon to create this look. So I typically eyeball mine to be about 4 or 5 inches across, and after I cut that, I'm just going to fold my ends to meet up in the center. And for this bow, we are actually going to use a needle and thread to connect the 2 end pieces to the back of the bow, and we're going to do this by using a simple basting stitch and actually pulling the tension of the string as we go to kind of create a gathered effect. So after you thread your needle, you can start to pull it through the bow all the way from one side to the other. And once you get to the end, you can go ahead and finish it off by creating 2 knots in your thread. So after you do that, snip it, and then it's time to attach the center of the bow. So the center of the bow is created with the smaller ribbon, which is about 1 inch in width. So we're going to put a dab of glue along the front seam and then attach that center part of our bow to the front. And then we're just going to pull those ends all the way to the back, kind of tightly, so that we make the center of the bow smaller than the edges. After we do this, we put another dab of glue on the back and then connect the ends of our center. And then the last step is to attach our hair clip. I just picked up these silver hair clips at Hobby Lobby. They also come in black, which works really well too, but you just put a dab of glue, press it tightly to your bow, and it's finished. Okay, so the next bow we are going to make is our small bow. And this is going to be created by using the 1 inch ribbon and kind of probably going to make it about 4 to 5 inches across. And then we're going to match up those ends to the middle. And I like to fold my ribbon in half to find the actual middle and then put a dab of glue. And then that way the ends actually match up perfectly in the middle. And now we're going to snip our center part of our bow. And just like the first time, we put a dab of glue and pull the ends around to the back. And then for this small bow, we're actually going to attach a bobby pin to it. And I love to attach my bobby pins to the backs of bows by cutting a small piece of the ribbon, inserting it in between the bobby pin, and then flipping that over and adding a dab of glue so that we can attach it to the back. So once we do that, we're just going to press it firmly to the back of the bow, and this attaches it very smoothly, and it's going to fit much better in your hair. Now on to our last bow style. This is our X large style, and it is by far my favorite because it has 2 different layers and it's much more of a retro style. So I'm actually going to use my original bow to kind of create the length that I need, but this one's probably 6 to 8 inches across. So using our wider width of our ribbon, we're going to snip it, fold it in half, insert a pin to find the middle, put a dab of glue, and connect our edges. Now we're going to set that aside and do the exact same step for the front layer. So we're going to measure it across about 5 to 6 inches, and then we're going to snip it and attach the edges together. So just like before, you can insert a pin once you fold your ribbon in half to find the exact center. And now we're going to attach the front layer to the actual back layer. And I like to do this by flipping the front part over to connect both seams together with a dab of glue. After we do this, we're going to reach for our 1-inch width of ribbon to make the center of the bow, put a dab of glue, and wrap it around to the back. And make sure to tuck those edges underneath themselves so that they don't fray. And after we secure them to each other, we're going to grab one of our hair clips and attach it to the back to finish it off. So once it is attached, you are all done with the X large bow. And once you attach the last clip to the big bow, you're all finished. So now you have 3 different styles of velvet bows that you can try out for yourself. So I hope that you take a shot at this and add these fun feminine bows to your spring wardrobe.